93.3 KZOZ rocks. I am Suzanne, and we're talking with Dennis Casey of Flogging Molly. What's up? Where are you at right now?
Hi, I'm in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We have what's called a drive day. So the drive is too long between shows, so we're stopping in New Mexico for a little while. Let the bus driver rest, and then we're on our way to Flagstaff, Arizona.
Right on. And then this is a quick tour, it looked like, and I was trying to count out the days and stuff, and you guys are showing a lot of love to the home state of California.
You got it. That's where it all started for Flogging Molly. So we got an offer to play the Aftershock Festival, and we decided to have a little run here and to give some California some love. And I mean, California's our home state. That's where it all started in LA, and we toured a lot of those places so many times. So it's going to be great to get back to California. I love it. I can't say enough good things about it.
Yeah, well, we're excited to welcome you to Paso Robles Wine Country on the 12th. Next Saturday, we are rocking Flogging Molly, Vina Robles Amphitheatre. Remember, tickets are on sale. You can check out KZOZ.com, floggingmolly.com, Ticketmaster.com. I mean, there is no shortage of ways to get a hold of these tickets and get out for an awesome night of Celtic rock. And you guys have been doing this for a really long time. And, you know, as I dig into your story, Dennis, you are just really immersed into this type of music. And did that come with getting involved with Flogging Molly, or was that just something that you had in your, childhood as a teen? What's going on with that?
I would say the Irish end of the music, the traditional end. I like the band The Pogues, but joining the band, Dave, Bridget, and Matt have turned me on to some really old Irish music. And Matt and I actually do a lot of traditional Irish sessions where we play music from 500 years ago and do a Flogging Molly style, kick it and play with some passion and some energy and have a lot of fun with it. But those three have taught me a ton about music. I mean, I got asked to join the band to be the noisemaker that I am and add that kind of grit and energy to it.
That's cool, yeah. Is there any special technique when you're playing this type of music on guitar?
Just strum as hard and as fast as you can.
Yeah. That's rad. What were you playing before you joined Flogging Molly and kind of got more into this, type of music?
I mean, being an electric guitar player, I've made music was always been my one passion in life. I don't have many other hobbies, but I was, from anything from Django Reinhardt to the Rolling Stones to Dead Kennedy. So I was all over the map. I was a typical guy living in LA. I moved there from Rochester, New York, and I was trying to meet people and get bands together and get music together. And I didn't know anybody, so it took a while, and then everything just aligned, and here I am.
Yeah, that's rad. You mentioned Django Reinhardt, which is, maybe unexpected for the genre that we know you in Flogging Molly in, but I have delved into that genre more recently. My guy is a gypsy jazz player, and we just took a trip to Paris my first time. We went to a jazz underground club and saw a couple guys playing, and one of them was one of Django Reinhardt's great grandsons, pinch me moments. It was really, really cool. Have you ever seen any of that stuff live in Paris where it kind of all got started?
No, I would love to do that. The closest I got to something like that is going to Preservation Hall in New Orleans.
Oh, that's
cool. And watching an old Dixieland band play standards. But I would love to go see the gypsy jazz thing. I was just in Paris, for God's sake. Why didn't I think of that?
Yeah,
we just were on tour over there.
I honestly don't think I would have thought of that myself, but, my guy's into it. So, and I'm glad he is, because it was a really cool experience. Yeah, 10 of 10, recommend.
Yeah. Okay, thanks for the advice. I got to do that next time.
For sure. We found a metal bar down the street, too, called the Black Dog. Recommend that if you're into the metal scene. But
I love metal. We actually played 5 or 6 metal festivals this last run in Europe.
Yeah.
And it's a nice break in the day from the Cookie Monster vocals. People tell me they really appreciated something completely different to break the day up. So it went over great.
That's awesome. I love that. And then you guys are basically hitting Paso Robles on the 12th and then popping up to Aftershock, which is another kind of metal focused event. So we're sort of your last tour stop as the Flogging Molly tour and then off to that festival. Do you have any preference, your own tour versus the fest? I mean, I'm sure they're both just totally different pros and cons, but
I love festivals. I have to say, after just doing them all over Europe for 2 months, actually, there is quite a thrill playing in front of 80,000 people, and seeing like a lot of great bands and the enormity of it all is really spectacular.
We're talking with Dennis Casey of Flogging Molly. Hit Vina Robles Amphitheatre Saturday, October 12th. FloggingMolly.com is a great home base to keep up with the band. And you do a thing, and if you're still doing this, donating guitar strings to make into jewelry.
Yeah, somebody just asked me that 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cool thing, and especially for me, because I like to wear some bling, and upcycling is really cool. So how'd you get involved? It's a site called wearyourmusic.com, and the stuff that they have on there, like across the board, was cool, but I liked the pieces that were connected to you. How'd you get involved?
To be honest, they reached out to us, and the idea just kind of blew our minds. It's like, oh my God, instead of throwing these things out, somebody's going to repurpose them, like you said. But then the person who reached out to me 2 weeks ago, I didn't think of this. Like, he was buying a gift for his wife, and, they're big fans. I was like, oh my God, that's a great gift.
Yeah, it really is.
It's such a great idea.
Totally.
Such a great idea.
Yeah, for those audiophiles like us that like to also bling out.
Yeah.
That's rad. If you were going to buy a piece of jewelry from any guitar player in the history of the world, what would be your choice?
Well, let's go Django Reinhardt. That would be really special.
That would be cool. Yeah, man, that'd be a pricey piece, I bet.
Yeah, I wouldn't wear it that much, I guess.
Yeah,
Put it in a museum.
Yeah, totally. It's like in a box on your tour bus at best, if you're even taking it out of the house.
Yeah.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah,
well,
something like that.
Yeah. Well, appreciate you taking a little bit of time, and we've been pumping you guys up, and I know the Central Coast is excited to see Flogging Molly come back through. We've had I don't know if you're aware of this, but there's a local ice cream spot. It's Leo Leo Gelato in Paso Robles, and they made a couple of Flogging Molly inspired flavors. We've been, in collaboration with them and kind of getting the word out, but they made a salty dog and a drunken lullabies.
Oh my God, I love gelato. I have to go to that.
Yeah.
It's called Leo Leo?
Yeah, Leo Leo Gelato. We have a cool thing. If you guys have a little bit of time when you're in Paso, it's the Paso Market Walk, and there's like a bunch of little shops all lined up in this building along the way. And yeah, Leo Leo's in there, and there's you can get noodles and beer and wine and Italian food. It's really cool, actually. But yeah, hit that up. And so they also used a local beer. We have Firestone Walker Brewing Company here in Paso. And they took their Parabola Stout and infused these. One of them's a milk chocolate, and one of them they did a sea salt caramel, which I think you can guess which one is the salty dog.
Wow, that is such a cool idea. I love that. And a local beer. I'm a big fan of local beers. I have some on our rider every show.
Oh, yeah.
But I have to check out Leo Leo. Thanks for that info. That's pretty awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I mean, Firestone has a rad, big, giant brewing campus here if you guys really have some time to spend. So welcome to Paso.
I mean, beer's great, but who doesn't like gelato?
I know.
That's just next level.
I guess more special because you have beer all the time or whatever, and that this is made for you guys.
That's right.
Hey, well, have a great next handful of days on your way as you're coming through to Paso, and we will see you on the 12th. Dennis Casey of Flogging Molly, thanks so much.
Thank you very much. Anytime, and I look forward to seeing all the fans coming out to the show.
Hit them up, floggingmolly.com. It's KZOZ.